Welcome back to JKPRising. You know what time it is. It's time for our monthly backwards compatibility update. But before we get to that, in every Dead Space video, there will be a link to our Facebook page, Discord page, and the Dead Space 4 petition. Please go sign the petition if you want Dead Space 4 to be echoed into existence. Most petitions generally don't work, but it's just another reason for us to show Visceral Games and EA that we want Dead Space 4. The petition itself will not cause Dead Space 4 to become a reality, but it, along with many other contributing factors, will allow Dead Space 4 to become reality. Remember, we need to let Visceral Games and EA know that we want Dead Space 4. So the more signatures, the more commotion we build, the more discussion we build, the better chance we'll be. Moving on to the backwards compatibility updates for Dead Space 2 and 3, here are the April updates and the April numbers. Once again, I will keep everyone up to date on the backwards compatibility of Dead Space 2 and 3 until they come to Xbox One, which hopefully will be sooner than I think. Last time I covered this, March 5th, there were 36,409 votes for Dead Space 2, and now April 15th, there's 37,317, an increase in 908 votes. For Dead Space 3, it continues to be ahead of Dead Space 2. March 5th, 37,306 votes, and now April 15th, 38,318 votes, an increase of 1,012 votes. People love that cooperative play, am I right? Any pessimistics out there, Dead Space got onto Xbox One backwards compatibility with less votes than 2 and 3 right now. And if you're a hardcore pessimist, Dead Space Ignition with less than 3,000 votes is backwards compatible on Xbox One. Yup, let that sink in. Special thanks to Tanya Clarke for strengthening our Dead Space 4 movement with connections. I am in contact with her, and hopefully we can get some more voice actors on the channel. We can interview some more people behind Dead Space, like Jason Graves, who's the soundtrack creator. Dead Space 4 is on its way in the inevitable future. We gotta keep this momentum pushing. It sounds hard, it sounds redundant, but we gotta do it to keep the movement going. If we stop now, then Dead Space 4 cannot exist. If we really want Dead Space 4, we cannot give up, and that's just how it has to be until we actually get some official news from EA and Visceral Games. But do not fret, everyone, we have plenty of time to build up a discussion, and that's why I'm here. So subscribe for more Dead Space videos actively on JKPRising. Please spread the petition, vote for Dead Space 2 and 3 on backwards compatibility, and once again, I'll see you next time.